How's everybody doing? It's Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. This is Chris Hanks, Crypto Chris here. We're going to talk about Q&A on the crypto today. If you got a crypto question, we got an answer for you. Joe and I are ready. It's a beautiful weekend. We're going to do a little barbecuing. We're going to do a little of this, a little of that, and we're going to get you some answers today. So Mr. Joe is on his way in the room. Grab me a cup of coffee while he comes. So I'm going to keep talking. Joe will be in a second. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. It is a very nice day indeed. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. So it looked like Joe was coming in, but apparently he's having issues. Joe, come on in, brother. Where you at? There you are. Hey, Joe.
All right.
How you doing?
I was eating.
You was eating. Well, it's 2 o'clock. We ain't got time for you to eat. You got to talk.
Got McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Well, guess what?
Hey, you didn't tell me if you wanted anything.
Hey, you didn't bring me a thing.
Didn't bring me a thing. I was on my way to McDonald's and Chris texted me. I was like, I'm headed to
I know,
McDonald's.
right?
Want anything? And he's like, really? Yeah. But guys, I was healthy. I got the little chicken, or not the chicken. I got the bacon McDouble, just a little one,
The little one.
and I got a chicken sandwich to make it healthy.
Sweet. So today is Q&A day,
And
we're going to talk about crypto today, y'all. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever your questions are, nothing's off the table. If it's crypto related, we're here to talk about it. Right, Joe?
that's right.
That's right.
I'm not talking.
And it's a pretty weekend, man. It's beautiful here. It's not humid. It's about 80 degrees. The sun is shining. I mean, it's a really nice day today. I was outside, but I have company, and I figured they wouldn't be quiet enough for the Zoom. So
I understand. Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's nice. Like it's
huh?
sunny. It's real pretty out. Like it wasn't, overly hot. So
Sweet. Sweet. It's pretty here.
So you're having a hard time hearing me again?
You're cutting in and out a little bit.
I don't know.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Okay, Google. Volume 1. I couldn't. Maybe that was part of the problem.
Alexa, turn the TV down.
Exactly, and I think that's part of it. Is noise cancellation.
Oh yeah. Hold on a second.
But you seem to be pretty good right now. So, I have a question about crypto.
What is it?
When are we going to see 20 grand again?
I don't know. I haven't looked today. Where we at?
I have no idea. I will be honest with you. I got up this morning. I got my first cup of coffee. I sat down with the computer, right? And I did my good mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of our antique trucks it was in the shop getting a new transmission. Yeah. So we had to drive to Conway this morning. Good. So we went out the door, got the breakfast at the McDonald's, picked up the truck, drove back, came home, did some errands around the house. I had things that needed to be done around the house, and then we got company. So yeah, I have not looked at it at all.
Hey Chris, isn't that the truck?
Yeah.
9 or something like that?
Which one?
Which one's in the shop? The 79?
No, the 75 is in the truck. The 51, is we drove it yesterday. We took it out and about for a ride yesterday.
Born in 75, an antique. Is that be okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be 40 here in a week or so.
Yeah.
So I was like, really antique, huh?
Yeah, it's really an antique. I promise.
My truck's got antique tags on it. That don't mean it's really antique.
This one does too. We're running a 1975 North Carolina truck tag on it because we can do that. So I see Miss Bethany says, sometime could we do a one-on-one on
Zenduja. I want to learn. Well, let me tell you something, Miss Bethany, honey. Let me break this on out for you, okay? We all need to learn together because we don't know anything about it either. We just have those little pages. So I actually hit Kathy. Great question, though, by the way, Bethany. Thank you. And it's good to see you, love. We were talking about you yesterday. I hope your ears were burning because I said, you know what? I think I might have said something that made her mad because I ain't seen her talk to her all week long. So I'm glad to see you. We love you. Yeah, actually, I actually talked to Kathy last night about the Zenduja or whatever, however you say that. And I'm supposed to meet with her this week, and she's going to do a Skype with me and walk me through the entire thing. I don't know. Can we record on Skype, guys? It's been so long since I used it. I don't know. Can we record? Does anybody know if we can record on Skype? Hey, look, there's another question. Love it.
Yep. There you go.
So, you know what I might be able to do is I might be able to use my screen. Hey, Jeff, it's time for your lyric. Your phone went off. Yeah, I'm multitasking. So, you know, I've got this thing called Looms. Oh, Dane says we can record. Sweet. I've got this thing called Looms. If anybody wants a link to Looms, if you want to create any type of tutorial stuff or anything like that, Looms is a great program to do that. It captures whatever is on your computer screen, and then there's a little circle. You can put yourself in the little circle. You know, and here's the fun thing about Looms is it's free. But as you share your link with other people, when you hit a certain number, it unlocks this thing. And then when you hit another certain number, it unlocks the next thing. And so the more you share Looms and the more people use it, the more goodies you get, the more unlocking you get. So what I could tell you about the Zenduja, Bethany, what I know about it at the moment is it's going to basically take the place of all of our social media in one place. And somehow or another, and I really don't understand, but somehow or another, you create these pages or campaigns, and the more views you get to that page or to that particular campaign, the more actual reward you get. So my understanding is if you're in the top 500 for your country, then you're going to get some BTC or something. I heard yesterday on the call that Calais did that they have, oh God, I'm fixing to tell a lie. I want to say she said 13, but y'all don't hold me to that if that's not right. But I think she said they have 13 exotic cars they're going to give away. Yeah, 13. So, So Dane says on the blog, Mark J Training, there are a dial-in number, but the short for time zone doesn't tell me much. Time UTC. So Dane, the normal training that we have for cryptogenics is at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be held at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just up 1 hour, okay? Up 1 hour, okay? So was it 7, Bethany? Was it 7 exotic cars? I don't know. It was some crazy number, and I was just blown away. I was listening to her, but I honest to God, when I watched that video, I was so blown away by what she was talking about that it didn't stick. Nothing stuck except exotic cars and giveaway. That stuff. So yeah. So come on, y'all. You got to come up with some questions. I know you guys got questions. So give us some questions. We want to help you guys. Patty's on here. Patty, give me a question. Hey, Patty, love to see you from Hawaii. Thank you for tuning in. Love you, baby.
He's having a Satoshi.
She's having a Satoshi Saturday.
I coined that phrase.
Yes, Satoshi Saturday. Saturday. Hey. So,
Well, nobody.
all right.
So I'm just going to talk about some stuff then.
I don't care. What I want to
to
tell everybody real quick before, since we don't have a lot of questions, there is something that I want to tell before I forget. Are you going to forget what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Okay, good. September's coming, y'all. What does that mean? And a lot of people are dropping hints that KGX is going to do a full-fledged launch in September. I'm not talking about a launch in September. Okay? What I'm talking about is what all of you all should know if you're in the direct sales industry and or in network marketing. September is the kickoff for the run. Okay? So like if you were a florist, it'd be your February, your December through February. Okay? So I just want everybody to understand that, September is coming, and typically that's the end of your summer. People's kids go back to school. People begin to, they have to spend a lot of money. Okay, see, this is what happens. People have spent a lot of money when school goes back to work, goes back in, right? We got uniform pants, we got uniform shirts, we got all the crap they got to have for the school. And then guess what? It's spring pictures and fall pictures and this and that and the field trips and oh yeah, can you send $10 in for the bank for the class in case we need anything? And oh yeah, we need extra tissues and Clorox wipes and hand sanitizer and blah 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 blah. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. Okay, it's ridiculous. I didn't know any of this until last year, y'all. I had no idea.
Yeah,
it's nuts. It's nuts. So what happens is in September we all have to spend money. So then people start looking for. Joe, you froze up. Are you there?
I'm here.
I can hear you, but you froze on the screen and you got a really silly grin on your face.
That's funny.
So you kind of look like you've been visiting Cheech and Chong. Your eyes were almost closed and you had a big smile on your face. It's like, hey.
No.
No, you're not froze now. Oh,
You're
well.
froze. You're every 4 seconds.
I love it. I love it. So that's why, no, seriously, in all seriousness, y'all, September really is the kickoff for network marketing and direct sales. That's when people get busy and they start looking for extra ways to make money. Christmas is coming. That's the real driver. I was making a joke about the school thing, but the real driver is that, taxes and Christmas is coming. And so people begin to look for ways to make extra money quickly. And so what I'm going to tell you is you better be ready. You better know your business inside and out. You better be ready for the rush. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. I'm not joking with you guys. Like, seriously. So, Joe, guess what I did?
I don't know.
I wrote on a piece of paper to myself that I was going to go check out the gym.
Oh, yeah? Did you do that?
I haven't done it, but I wrote it down.
Took the first step, buddy. You wrote it down.
I wrote it down.
Yeah. Now just try not to lose it. Or if you do lose it where you'll have to look for it for a real long time.
Yeah.
The gym. Whatever.
So what did you want to talk about?
Oh, I was going to talk about my I was watching a thing on YouTube about my the installation of the hydroelectric turbine that I want to install on the lakeland or the riverland. And
is it yellow and black?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is. But this one comes with a big. All the stuff comes pre-formed. Like, I thought I was going to have to build it. Build the channel. Nope, the channel comes with the package. You just install the channel.
Yes.
Something. You probably coat it with some concrete, but everything's there. So exciting. That's.
So that hooks into our green stuff.
I guess so. Yeah. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Yay, Patty passed her class. All
right. There we go.
Way to go, Patty. I love that. Thank you for sharing. So, okay, since it's Q&A Saturday, hey, we didn't say that they got to ask us the questions. We'll ask them the questions.
Oh.
They won't participate. We'll make them participate one way or another.
Good. Anybody looked up what Loom is yet?
Loom.
Yeah, see, it's a tokenized thing. See, it's an SEO. Don't
Hey,
look that up.
hey, guess what?
What?
So since Patty took her test yesterday
Yeah.
on Bitcoin 101, we're going to ask Patty a question. Hey, Patty, your first question, Joe and I both get to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Your first question's coming from me. So, Patty, what is an example of a cold storage wallet? Give us one example of a cold storage wallet. And we're on delay, so I'm going to go ahead and let Joe go ahead and tell you what he wants you to answer for him.
Okay. Then let's go with, what is an altcoin?
All right. So what is an altcoin, and what is a good example of a cold storage wallet? So come on, give me the answers. Come on. And hey, Patty's not the only one on the hot seat. So let's see. Bethany. I'll teach them to come to Q&A Saturday. Bethany, let's see. Tell me what is the best description of an altcoin?
I'm going to ask a simple one.
Okay. Bethany, this is you from Joe.
I'm trying. I have stuff that you can answer real quick and easy. Give me 2 exchanges where you can buy Litecoin and altcoin. Or not, no, not Litecoin. No, we're not going to get that difficult. Where you can buy Bitcoin and altcoins.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Dane, let's see.
And altcoins.
Yep. So Dane, your questions are going to be, can you think of one off the top of your head, Joe, for Dane?
Yeah, well, yeah. No.
Okay.
I can get the thing type short answers into. You know what I mean?
I'm working. Okay, Patty says LOL. Altcoin is a fork away from the original blockchain. Yes.
In a way.
Yes, it can be. It absolutely can be. Yes, it can be. Most people, just clarification purposes here, Patty is correct for everybody's knowledge. Okay.
Right.
Most people, when they use the word altcoin, they're referring to they're kind of new. Okay, they're kind of new. And Patty, my question was, give me a good example of a cold storage. Wasn't that my question for Patty? Now, see, I should have wrote them down. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, you asked for a cold storage.
Okay. So normally in the industry, when you hear the words altcoin, usually in the industry, it's someone that's fairly new. Okay. It's someone who is looking at possibly day trading and or getting active with ICOs. And they're referring to anything that doesn't have the name Bitcoin.
Right.
Okay, Joe.
No.
What's up? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anything that doesn't have the word Bitcoin in it, it is technically classified as an altcoin.
Yeah. Bethany said something about tokens, and she's right. Also, altcoin. But really, it's as simple as everything besides Bitcoin.
Yep, altcoin encompasses everything that doesn't have the name Bitcoin in it.
Yeah, right. Where were we at?
Hey, Steve, how are you, buddy? So let's see. Bethany hasn't given us her answers yet, and Steve, and
hey,
Dane doesn't remember his questions.
Yeah, Dane's aren't coming through or something.
Okay, I don't think we actually gave him his, honestly. I think he just thinks he missed them.
Oh, okay. Well, I got Gloria on here, so I'm going to ask her a question.
Okay, go ahead and ask Gloria a question.
Her question. Now, this is asking somebody a question who hasn't even been through the training. Okay?
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
Hey, Gloria, I got a question. Why would you want to buy in the dip?
Great question, and I know she's going to have an answer. So, Dane, I got a question for you. Um, when Joe and I talk about day trading,
Yeah.
what exactly are we referring to? That's a good question for Dane. Steve, hey Steve-O, I want you to answer me a question too, buddy. Joe's going to give you a question, Steve-O. We're just going to give y'all one apiece instead of two because it looks like there's more people joining us.
Yeah.
So Steve's gonna get a question from Joe when he comes up with one.
Oh, there was a seminar day. Sorry, I was reading.
Bethany, where's your answers, honey?
Let's see. A good question. What? Okay. What's the main exchange that everyone learns to use, but has concerns about? But it's the biggest one.
Yeah, hey, that's a good one.
It's the biggest one there is.
That's a good one. And
the easy.
Hey, Chris, my cousin is on here. Hey, Chris, nice to see you, buddy. We're doing questions and answers on crypto today, so stick around. You might learn something.
Since they didn't have questions for us, we're asking them.
Exactly. We're teaching our constituents here to not have questions. So we're asking our people questions, and they have to give us the answers. So Steve, let's see. You gave Steve a question, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. His is the largest. Yes, exactly, Bethany. Yes, that is the answer to your question. Let's see. Dane, has Dane answered us yet?
No, he's laughing his butt off.
Okay, Dane says, buying altcoins in the dip, paying them in the BCC, then wait for them to raise and sell them back in BTC for a time period of 1 to 24 hours a day. Very good.
Now that's the next explanation.
That's a good explanation, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dane. You've been listening and learning, buddy.
I'm thinking Gloria might not be paying attention.
He's been listening and learning.
Yeah.
All coins that are not Bitcoin. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bethany. So, Joe.
What?
I guess since we made them participate, we'll have to participate too. So I'll let you ask me a question. Hey, we got to be fair.
Ask me a question first.
All right, I'll ask you a question first. What's a Satoshi?
Oh, come on. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. 8 spots.
Exactly. 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin.
Of a Bitcoin. So, yeah. It's why you can buy teeny tiny amounts of this stuff. That's what it's.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, Chris.
So go ahead, hit me with a question.
Who is Satoshi?
Ha! We don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. It could be a man, a woman, a group. We don't know. It could be a conspiracy. We don't know.
I'm not saying it's a government conspiracy or nothing, but it's just amazing. They always seem to have 17 million more coming out.
I know, right? So Gloria answered your question and said price is lower and hopefully on the uprise. Exactly, Gloria. Very good.
Oh, good job, Gloria. You actually answered. I thought.
Very good. And she hasn't taken the training yet.
No, she didn't even take the training.
So Dane says, well, now, in the lessons, they talk about tokens built on the blockchain. What is that and how does it work, Chris? Well, That's a very good question. Tokens built on the blockchain, if you've been paying attention to the U.S. recently, the Securities Stock Exchange, they decided that anything that was centralized, meaning most tokens, okay, most, I said most, not all, don't get your panties in a wad, nobody. So most tokens are considered securities and they're built on the blockchain, meaning they're using the technology of the blockchain, but they kind of hover above that actual program. So it's the backbone program of what they're built on. So that's a great question. It works because it has to be verified. The blockchain part of it still has to be verified and has to go through all of those different computers all around the world. So that's why it works. But that's a really good question, Dane. Thank you for asking.
I I'm going to kind of elaborate on that too, if you don't mind, Chris.
Yep. Go ahead, buddy.
What
Add to it.
big deal right now is it's the big thing to work fast. And that's what the credit card companies, everybody are getting into. For the security aspect of it, a credit card, plain and simple, it just is. But it's not dealing with the intricacies or the levels of security. So when you jump on like a Lightning network, your piggy is what they're doing. So they're jumping on, they're getting, but like their data is not as strong. You're not getting like 6 nodes of clarity. Okay. You're not getting 6 things to it. You'll have like a four node system. You know, it's kind of like when you get into, that's your hashes, you know.
Correct.
Then your 4 node works a little faster, obviously, because you don't have to get 6, you know. But they're piggybacking, and they're piggybacking chunks, like in blocks, actually. Instead of each thing going through and having to be boom, 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 it's sending chunks of stuff, you know, of data. And I know it sounds like it would be slower, but there's a lot of people on this planet, and there's a whole lot of transactions constantly, you know, and that now if it was just, you know, if you're making a transaction every minute, it wouldn't work. But when you're you know, 10 a second, 20 a second, 30 a second, you know, and there's really more than that, you know, then that works because you can group and go boom, 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 and follow with something else that's going through.
Correct.
So it's piggybacking on it without actually having to get all of it. Does that make sense? And it stores in that block. Like we haven't really got into buying blocks and stuff to people yet, but that's a whole nother conversation, you know?
Correct.
You know,
Patty says an example of cold storage is a paper wallet or other place like on a USB drive, similar. The purpose of a cold storage is to keep a reserve of Bitcoin offline. Exactly. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
And
so I wanted to catch that before it goes, because on the phone they move kind of quick.
Yeah.
So I wanted to also elaborate a little bit on what Joe was saying. What Joe added was absolutely correct. And the thing that I wanted to add is he almost just kind of explained the Lightning Network that you guys are going to start hearing about. It's pretty much the same. The answer to what is the Lightning Network is pretty much the same thing that Joe just said. So if you start hearing something about the Lightning Network, don't get distressed. It's just another type of transaction. It's just another type of checks and balances. It's supposed to be, notice I said supposed to be. It's supposed to be faster than the blockchain with the original Bitcoin algorithm.
Right. Yeah.
So let's see.
Two.
Gloria said something, but I missed it because it got bumped. Joe, what'd she say?
In addition to her question, that all markets should be together too when you're buying.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and you know, with buying the dip, but yeah, all your lines.
Always buying the dip.
Yeah.
And here's another little tip to that. You know, since we're talking about Q&A and we're just throwing information around, let's throw this around too. If you're watching the actual activity bars, okay, the squiggles, all right, if you're watching those, when they cross, and I'm talking about all 3 of them connect, override one another, you can't tell which one's on top. That is a good sign that the market's getting ready to do something. It's going one way or the other. Okay, so just know that when they cross, something's fixing to happen. Okay. Oh, Dane said something, but I missed it. Bethany says, where is the least expensive place to exchange your coins? Hang on, Bethany.
Least expensive?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know.
When you say exchange, can you clarify that, please?
Do you mean
so
Bitcoin, or do you mean trading Bitcoin for other stuff? Actually, exchange
correct.
or other cryptocurrencies? Oh.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, Dane. Exactly. Some of that stuff hasn't been. I have it on good authority that we have a stockpile of videos that we're waiting to release, because we're going to do one. I believe we're going to do a minimum of one a month on continued education after the launch. So we're in soft launch. That's why we haven't released anything yet.
That's funny though.
Now we get Q&A going. Exactly. Very good. So see, you guys were just, I think everybody's was just a little bit, they didn't want to ask any questions, but that's okay. We got it. So Exodus, are you talking, Patty says Exodus with a question mark. And I'm wondering, Patty, I need more than that, baby. What do you mean?
Well, no, she's answering the question. Where's the best way to buy, best place to get Bitcoin? But I don't know if she's asking if the question was Bitcoin or the best place to exchange.
That's why I said I need more from Patty.
Yeah.
And from Bethany, because I don't know whether she's talking about fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat, you know, because there's fees each way.
Yeah.
And, you know, my little tripod thing is really cool. But I got to tell you, that thing leans to the side. Buying Litecoin. Okay. Buying Litecoin, I have been told, I haven't done it, but I would look into it, Bethany. Exodus has a very low exchange rate, and I know that Litecoin is in Exodus, so I would look at that, Bitcoin to Litecoin.
I like Gemini too.
Gemini is very good. Binance is fairly cheap too.
That's true.
It really is.
But Exodus lets you design your own page.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
The little things in life make me happy.
I know.
Like,
You're gonna have so much fun with Zenduja. I'm gonna be like, Joe, if you send me one more page, I'm gonna kill you.
See, Zenduja thing, I went over. I tried to get on it last night, and it said, I was like, I'm not wrong. I signed up, but I don't know.
It took me forever to get logged into mine yesterday.
Okay, because once 2 or 3 logins don't happen, I move on. That's why I've got a stack of exchanges.
No Exodus.
These are all exchanges.
Satan exchange. Except for shapeshifter. Yeah. Yes, you can also shapeshift, and shapeshifting is fairly cheap.
That's when you become a human to a werewolf.
Yeah, absolutely. Fiat to crypto. Bethany, what I'm hearing right now is hold that thought.
That thought.
Yeah, unless you just have to have it, hold that thought.
Yeah, it's huge.
We're getting ready.
Huge. It's huge. Let's just say it's huge.
It's huge, but we've got something coming that'll take care of it, and it'll be reasonable. So just hold on a minute.
Hold a minute. Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Low prices vary. I like Exodus. Yes. I just learned Exodus tutorial. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Patty, you are a rock star. Hey, y'all, take notes from Miss Patty Moore, honey. She is not sitting still. She's putting them in left, right, and down the middle. She's in Hawaii. She can't even get Bitcoin in Hawaii right now. Okay. Like you can't get on a lot of the exchanges. You can't buy from your checking account. It's crazy. It's nuts. But she's doing it.
Yep. See.
Hey, Richard. Good to see you. Hey, Gary. Good to see you.
Hey, guys, you're not.
Please, Chris, take the Zoom with Kathy.
Kind of circumvent.
Yes.
But I don't know honestly, I don't know the legality to it. But I don't know. Like I don't do it because it's okay where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can get out.
Okay, Patty, I saw your question. I'll get that answer in just a second.
Fiat. Oh. Can you explain more fiat?
Yeah. So fiat, what fiat is any currency. It's any currency that a country uses. So it's a country currency. You know, the yen, the euro, the dollar, these are fiat. Okay. The coins as well. So the coins count too, like the quarters, pennies, nickels, dimes. Yeah. You know, that's all fiat. Excuse me. Yes, Dane. Exodus I'm getting mixed information on that. I have an Exodus wallet, y'all. I am the worst Exodus user in the world. I forget that I have it, so I just have it for storage. I'm just being honest. But I'm talking to some of my partners, and either there's an exchange coming with Exodus, like Exodus is going to have an exchange, or they've already started instituting it. I'm not real clear on that. At this point, as far as I know, it is just storage and shapeshifter ability.
Yeah.
Okay. So just trying to clear that up just a little bit. Hey, Peggy, good to see you. Brad, good to see you. So, you know, we we get a lot of questions through the week, and I think the ones that I get more than once, I'm going to start writing those down so that we can share those on Q&A Saturdays, because we're going to do this every Saturday now. Okay, so every Saturday is going to be Q&A on crypto. So bring your questions. If you don't have questions, come get answers. You know, if we don't have questions, we'll probably ask you guys questions and let you answer us. Because at the end of the day, it really does help to share the information back and forth as you understand it. Because, you know, when you're asked a question, it's better for us to ask you a question here and you maybe not have the exact answer than it is for a prospect to ask you a question, or a new rep in your business to ask you a question and you not really have the correct 100% answer. And then what you have is duplication of the wrong answer over and over and over again. And we all know that, you know, if we start something and we tell one person something, we whisper it in their ear, and they tell 20 people, by the time it gets to the 20th person, it's not going to resemble what we said in the beginning. So, you know, it's really important that we all understand and that we all get the answers correctly. And so if we come hang out here on Saturdays and we get them wrong, it's no big deal. You know, everybody doesn't know everything. I don't know everything. Somebody's going to ask me a question that I don't know the answer to, and I'm going to tell you, hell, I don't know. Let's find out. You know, because that's just the way it is.
Got my computer right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up Loom and stuff while we were talking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a good tool.
Yes.
I mean, use it.
So,
not just anything sitting there that you can watch videos on. You know what I mean? It's a tool. No different than a circular.
yes. Yes, absolutely. And the fun part is that we're exchanging with each other. And so we know each other. So if we answer each other incorrectly or we don't know the answer, it's not a big deal. And it's a great learning experience, because then when someone does ask you, you're going to have the right answer. So I think that's great.
Oh, it's a big deal, Chris. If they give me the wrong answer, they're barred.
You going to throw them out of your bar?
Yeah.
If they give you the wrong answer?
No, we're going to bar them.
Just for the day, though.
For a day.
Hey, that's a joke between Joe and I. That's a joke between Joe and I. He when he bars somebody, it's just for the day.
Yeah.
You know, you can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, you can come back tomorrow. Yeah, just like, yeah, it's true. Like, oh, come back when you get a paycheck.
Exactly. So, okay, y'all. September, we were talking about September at the beginning of the call, and we were talking about September being the kickoff for MLM and direct sales and network marketing and all that stuff, right? And in case you ever wondered, everything that we do is marketing. Okay, so just know that everything we do is marketing. If we talk about Joe's Bar, it's marketing. If we go to a restaurant and tell somebody we had a great meal, it's marketing. You know, if we go to the dry cleaners and they ruin our shirt, it's marketing. Okay, it's all marketing. You just have never been actually told that you are professional marketers. Okay, so when September comes around, I would expect our Bitcoin also to do something. Okay, and I expect that some of these bigger players will have jumped in before then, because they're going to want to get in, you know, at whatever they are envisioning the lowest possible price for, right?
Right.
And so 6,000 is better than 19,000 any day of the week, right? So that being said, I expect to see some activity in our market. We're mid-July now. And I expect to see some, you know, some stuff going on in our market. I also expect to see when September rolls around and there are more people coming in, I expect to see some price changes in September as well. Now, here's another little tidbit that I want to kind of tell everybody. I know that none of y'all are selling your Bitcoin right now because we're all stingy as crap. Okay. And so, you know, it's
What are you saying?
Are you familiar with it? Okay, Patty, I'll get to that in just a second. So I'm sorry, I locked up. I was talking and I started reading. The squirrel went across the screen, and I couldn't talk anymore. So we're all stingy. We don't want to sell at $6,000. We don't want to sell at $7,000. If your number is anything like my number, my minimum number is usually around 10 grand, and I'm not happy about it then. Okay, I'm not happy about it then. So Bethany, thank you for that answer for Patty. Appreciate that. Love when you guys are able to answer one another and help each other. That is such a beautiful community. So you should be stocking up. You're going to probably need some of that Bitcoin come September when your businesses start getting crazy busy. Because here's the thing.
Sorry.
You're going to have to, Joe's tore his chair up and dropped something. You're going to have to make sure that your people get in, right? And they need to get in the best possible way. So make sure you've got a little Bitcoin on hand. Dane says he also read about it and went to their site, just checking it out. Seems good. Yes. Yes. So, I'm going to be completely transparent and honest here. All right. When I got my Exodus, they did not tell me that I needed to use a Swiss account. They did not tell me that I needed to use a certain email address. So I am registered as an American with a Google email address that comes back to an IAP that is in the US. Okay. Now, I believe that Exodus adopted this theory much after I got my Exodus wallet. Okay. I believe they adopted this practice, not theory, practice, because there was so much going on in the U.S. and there's so many undetermined things, so many what ifs, if you will. Okay, and so I think they were trying to keep people from losing their accounts. This is what I'll say about Exodus. I use it as a storage. I have a certain amount that I keep there. That amount, when it hits that amount, I stop. I usually pull it off onto cold storage. I'm the guy that doesn't have a VPN. Okay. I'm just not that. I want to participate and I want to be in the Bitcoin and crypto world, but I want to participate in a way that I feel like I can lay my head down at night. And for me, there's nothing wrong with VPNs. Let me start there. Okay. VPNs are completely legal, by the way. And if you don't know what a VPN does, basically it camouflages or it covers your IP address up.
The private network.
Yeah. It covers your IP address up. When I was doing a lot of the underground and the black market style internet stuff, because I was there for a long time, I was keeping in the loop on a lot of stuff because you have to go underground to get the real scoop, right? And so I did have a VPN for a long time. I no longer have a VPN. I'm no longer connected to any of those websites. It's like, whatever. Is it a bad thing? It is absolutely not a bad thing. If you want complete anonymity, and isn't that really what we're talking about with decentralization is anonymity? I mean, if you really want to give it a word, let's give it a name. It's anonymity. So, I've thought about it. I've thought about it a couple times, but the stuff that I mess with largely is decentralized. Like I'm not really big on the centralized stuff unless we're doing a day trade or something like that. So, that's my answer. I don't need a VPN at the moment. They are legal. They are not illegal in the United States. Someone asked me that last week, I think. Are they illegal? No, they're not illegal. You can go to Staples and buy a VPN, You know, there are VPN style routers and things that you can buy. There's all kinds of stuff. So you're not breaking the law by having one. I just haven't done it. Joe, you want to talk about a VPN for a minute?
Nope.
All right. Any more questions, guys and gals?
It's really not in my worry. But
Well, that's really all it is. I mean, sincerely, it's just
network. That's all it is.
You know, it's a network. It's a different network.
That's it.
It does hide all your keystrokes and stuff on all of your stuff. If you've got a VPN that's running through a router and you put your wireless on it, then everything in your home becomes camouflaged.
Right.
So your phones, your pads, your televisions, all of it runs through there, and it all becomes anonymous. So that's the best word, anonymous.
I had a friend one time that wore all camouflage and we couldn't find him.
So it's Saturday. We love you guys. We're not going to keep you a whole lot longer. You guys had some great questions, but more importantly, you all had some awesome answers.
Great questions. Oh, thanks, Chris. I know we had great questions.
So that's what's important, though, right?
Yeah.
Is having the answers and having the questions. So you guys are the first ones to participate in our Q&A Saturdays, because really, you know, the Q&A Saturdays for social media didn't really count because that was social media month.
Yeah.
So we will start having these every Saturday. So bring your questions.
Hey.
And let's turn this into something that attracts people.
Hey, let's see if Don
Hey, Don, how you doing?
Hey.
We're getting ready to get off, Don, but do you have a question about crypto? So since we're on that delay, we'll wait a few seconds to see if she's got a question. And we want to thank Dawn. You know, Dawn is a partner of a crypto night. Okay, so Dawn is really the support. Dawn is the key, but Dawn does a lot of things for Cryptogenics, just so everybody knows. She's a behind the scenes kind of girl. She's got a lot of answers, and even more importantly, she can get to the core 5 when no one else can.
That's true.
So it's good. It's good to be her friend. Hey, Stephen McCullough, can I buy more? Absolutely, brother. Buy more.
Yeah, you can buy more. You can buy all you want.
You can buy all the Bitcoin you want to buy and all the altcoins you want to buy. And guess what? It's down now. So it's the best time. Hey, listen, guys and gals, I want to kind of announce something else too. You know, Stephen McCullough's on here, and we've been promising you guys an update call once a week in the evenings. And I believe that's going to start happening as soon as Stephen comes back from vacation. We wanted to kind of give him a little bit of time to get some things done. And I'm looking forward to that because it's going to be one week we might do Q&A. One week we may just do updates. You know, we'll mix it up. We'll kind of give you guys a lot of stuff. So
we'll start doing Wednesdays with us.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Wednesdays.
Yeah.
It is going to be Wednesdays. Yes, it will be Wednesdays.
It's just he's been getting everything finished up, and then he's patient and stuff and all that kind of stuff. Anyway.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna be promoting that. I'm gonna confirm with Stephen, and we'll get that out next week on the blog and let everybody know when we're gonna start those officially. And we're gonna get Stephen on every week, one night a week on Wednesdays. And you guys are going to get to pick his brain. You're going to get to hear what's going on behind the scenes. And we're going to just do it. Like we're just tired of waiting. We're just going to do it. So, yeah, every Wednesday night.
Cool. Okay.
Sweet. Yes.
Rosie?
Yeah, I got a phone call. Sorry.
Hey, man, can you got a picture of that hot dog off there? I'm hungry. The other day he was
Hey,
something, and I couldn't hear a word he said because he kept fiddling with something. I was like, oh, you're killing me. Now there's been a hot dog in the corner the whole time.
okay, so we're going to officially start this Wednesday night. All right, y'all. Wednesday night. We'll get that up on the blog, I promise. And we're going to do that on kgxglobal.info. And it'll be on Wednesday nights. And I will confirm time with Steven. And we're going to tear this stuff up, y'all. Y'all get ready. Because you need to start building. You need to start thinking about building your businesses. I want to see some business building out there. I want people to come asking questions. Come on. Let's go.
There's some. Y'all better be getting ready. Okay?
I'm telling you. You better get ready.
Better be getting ready.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Love you, man. Thank you for co-hosting.
Have fun, but
You're awesome as always.
better be getting ready.
You're my buddy.
Be good, man.
Let's get everybody ready.
Fun. Enjoy.
Bye, y'all. Enjoy your Sunday. We love you.
Fish.
There's fish.
There's fish.
There's my fish.
Everybody
Love you guys.